Okay, so today I'm going to speak about an article that has been published by Youth Ki Awaz, which is a so-called youth magazine, youth online magazine from India. Okay, so this, as you can see, is an article based on stop body shaming me just because I'm circumcised. So basically, I read this article. It was written by a Muslim guy. So, however, I'm not going to discuss that if it is right or bad about body shaming. Yes, I agree that it's bad to body shame, but today this video is not about discussing if it is right to body shame or not and the pros and cons of being circumcised. Today I will discuss something else. Okay, so let's check it out what I'm going to discuss about. Okay, so here we go. Here you can see that okay, so here you can see a guy called Zeph Lionheart. So this in this he has written, "Let the blinds and haters shout and say words, but irony is that their howling and shouting cannot change a thing. Instead, after a few years down the line, these same retards would get themselves circumcised, and then two exclamation marks and two smileys." Okay, then some random article, random URL given from a random website, which obviously I can understand that it's about the good effects of circumcision. But the fact is that there are also good effects of circumcision, in which some reports have said about, and there are some reports which say that circumcision isn't that great or isn't good at all. So, however, the video is not about that. Let's check out what the video is all going to be all about. Okay, so here we can see that a guy called Shiladitya Ray has written Katwa. Katwa is the name of a town in my state, and then a smiley emoticon. I didn't understand what was there so like being radical or about, but let us check about the 7 replies. Let me see what are some of the things people have to say about this comment. Okay, so the first comment is of Amir Ghaznavi Khan, Katwe ka leke dekh beta. Okay, so then the two people who have liked this are Zef Lanhard and Saad Tahakiu Silani. You can understand by the name that this is basically the two Muslims who have liked this. So Katwe ka leke dekh beta in Indian language means that in Hindi language means basically that take the cock of a circumcised. Katwe is basically a slang said to the circumcised people. However, let's check it out. Amir Ghaznavi Khan, who is this guy? He's a founder and CEO of at Uniprints. Okay, so he's trying to be a good citizen by saying a female can't be arrested between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then there are times of education, 8 best moments in life, good things, giving the first salary to parents, first kiss to your child when it's born, hands with your loved ones for a walk, the moment when your eyes are filled with tears, and good all things. Okay, here you go. So here there is a common hatred of a lot of Muslims just because of prejudices against the Prime Minister of India, who is called Narendra Damodar Das Modi. I cannot understand what he's going to say, but there are some random hate messages for him. Okay, here is another guy called Sudhir Chaudhary. He is basically anti-Islamic radicals or anti-Islamist militancy of Kashmir, and he raises questions for uh, for for radical Islamists, which a lot of liberals don't dare to. So therefore, this guy called Amir Ghaznavi Khan is very angry with this Sudhir Chaudhary. I can understand. Okay, here you go. Godhra train burning was BJP's pre-planned conspiracy to create communal divide. Everyone knows in 2002 there was some great, uh, greatly terrible riots in 2002, and the reason for that was a Godhra train which had a lot of Hindu pilgrims was burned down by Muslims. It was really unfortunate, that the train got burned down, and equally unfortunate was the riots that followed after this incident. But a lot of media people forget to mention the burning of the Godhra train. However, both of them are equally unfortunate, and and in both sides, like in both the cases, there were mobs, there were violent mobs, and it was rubbish. But saying that Godhra train burning was BJP, or a national political party that is governing India, was a pre-planned conspiracy to create communal divide. This is something shitty, ridiculous. This is pure shit. I mean, this is ridiculous, and you can see, and you can understand and you can understand why these are shared by these kind of people. Soon you'll get to know. Okay, then some random photography pages. Okay, he's a startup guy, Uni Prince. Design with love. He means to design with love, with so much hatred for non-Muslims and non-Muslims. He shares photos of design with love. Okay, so let's go. Now there is Zeph Lionheart. What does he write? Let's see. तेरी जैसों की माँ बहनें को पसंद कटी हुई आती है. प्रूफ उठाकर देख ले, गूगल सर्च कर पता चल जाएगा. Okay, in this comment, he basically tells Shiladitya Ray that his sister and his mother is basically insulting him by saying that his sister and mother are sleeping with circumcised, that is, in this case, Muslim men, and that's why his mentality is that when a woman of a particular community dates or loves a guy of a different community, this is dishonor. This is dishonor for the community of the girl. This is his mentality. I mean, I'm telling you why this is his mentality, because he knows that there are people in his community who are like him, who are shitty, who have subhuman mentality, and dating them is really very bad. And it is not just insult for the community of the girl, but it is an insult for the whole of humanity that these people get to date. Google search कर पता चल जाएगा. Okay, so this means that search in Google and you will get the result. There are random websites, random ridiculous websites which no one gives a shit about it, which says that all the girls around the whole world are just crazy for Muslim men, and all sort of silly stuff. I mean, I mean, ridiculous is this, because and especially they also target and Indian and such shitty websites of India target the Hindu community, which says something like this, that there is infertility among the Hindus, and that's why, I mean, really infertility among the Hindus, because it's such a population boom in the whole of India. And even if you subtract the Muslims, which are who are like expanding quite rapidly, though it is good that I mean, it's really good that in the last 10 years there have been less rise. However, because this is important, this is important for the Muslim community, because it's showing that their standards of living are growing somehow. So however, but among the Hindus also there are a lot of birds, so this is quite a great problem, honestly, because the population boom is not what a nation wants. The unplanned population boom, because what matters is not the quantity but the quality, and more the number of people, lesser the number of quality education. I mean, it's becoming more and more difficult, right, to provide every good things to the citizens. Okay, now let's check is Zeph Lionheart's profile. This guy is a Lionheart. Okay, so a good sunglass, cool guy. Mm-hmm. Trying to get cool. by sharing a David Lopez video. Never rob a magician. Bit of concern for the society, and then you go a shared hatred for Donald Trump because radical Muslims are fearing that Donald Trump might be treating them the way radical Muslims in Muslim majority countries treat non-Muslims. This is a fact. However, I don't endorse Donald Trump, to be honest. I personally find Donald Trump to be a douchebag. But yes, at the same time, I also like the fact that how the complete mainstream media was against Donald Trump because Hillary Clinton is equally worthless, right? So I love one fact how Donald Trump kicked the mainstream media and won. Now what he does and he's against humanity, that's a completely different story. That's a completely different story. How he is as an administrator, that's a completely different story. But let's check it out. Koda Junction. Okay, here you go. Zef Lanhart shared Pratik Sinha's photo. Now, Pratik Sinha, I'm telling you who is Pratik Sinha. Pratik Sinha is very popular to abuse the present Indian national government, and he is basically belongs to the opposition, which is Indian National Congress. He is popular for that. But remember, Zef Lanhart, that Mr. Pratik Sinha is a kafir, is a non-Muslim, and is basically a Hindu. So when you share his post, you are basically idolizing a kafir, and then again you somewhere else go and abuse the Hindus. So this is the hypocrites. They try to seem cool by speaking out against the right wing government, the so-called right wing government, and the share Hindu people's post as to show that they are quite liberal, and then they again go to random Facebook articles and gives and slang out people and abuses people for calling out that their mothers and their sisters are whores, something like this. Uh, maybe a girl, if she want to date a Muslim guy. So this guy, according to the mentality of this guy, the when the girl from a different community dates a Muslim guy, the community of the girl gets dishonored. This is his mentality, and in his Facebook public profile, he tries to pretend to be cool. Okay, now let's check out. Let's check out some other things. And there you go. So much concern for the Indian woman. Another terrifying sexual assault in Bengaluru shows how unsafe women are in India. Yes, women are unsafe in India because of people like you, because of third rate scoundrels and bastards like you. Because, yes, because you think when a woman dates out of a community, the community of the woman gets dishonored, they become sluts and whores, and you get the right to 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 abuse a guy's mother and sister. Yes, women are unsafe because of bastards like you who have the mentality of 7th century AD. You are a bastard. Again, Pratik Sinha's post is being shared. Though a little bit concerned for the nation comes countries like you can spend taxpayers' money on healthcare, but India invests in ties. Having a bit of concern for your country. Now here you go. Can we get some best wishes for this kid and his mother? I wish he gets well soon. So you are showering love for a mother and his kid and her kid, right? And then you go to a different random account, random Facebook article, and then you abuse someone's mother and sisters. What are you trying to show? What are you trying to show? You are trying to get cool by showing your emotional side and then date someone who is out of your community, and so that you can go out there and tell that she is a slut. Okay, here you go. No religion can give you more satisfaction helping someone in need. Try to be a human than a blind devotee to God. Saying good things and then calling a woman slut because she dates out of a community. This is your mentality. You are a bastard who has ideologies that is equivalent to 7th century AD. And then you pretend to be a good guy on your Facebook public profile. Truth of Gujarat again, the same old thing. His bias against Mr. Narendra Modi. Again, Pratik Sinha's post shared, a kafir's post shared, and then again he will go and then abuse a kafir. So this is it. This is the thing I'm gonna tell you. Again, Amir Ghaznavi Khan, Raj Rane, आपने खानदान की हिस्ट्री उठा के देख, सबसे ज़्यादा नाजायज़ रिश्ते तुम्हें ही होती है, ये भी सच है तुम्हारी बहनें को भी कटवे पसंद आती है. Again the same thing, the Amir Ghaznavi Khan whose profile I showed you. Again he is saying the same thing, that your sister has here. Basically he is more prominently saying Hindus are like, the women of Hindus date Muslims, they like circumcised cock, and that's why they are whores. First of all, there is no base in it that there is no base in it that they like circumcised cocks. And okay, you can say something like this: Shah Rukh, Salman, and Amir Khan are really popular in India, but unfortunately, the I don't know if there are anything pornography or something like that, but they do not go around showing the circumcised cocks in movies. The thing I know. Okay, otherwise there are no apart from these statistics, there is nothing apart from this that says that in India circumcised cocks are like more popular or something like this. So these are basically rubbish. They have the mentality of 7th century AD, which they think, I told you continuously, because no good thinking guy can ever write these things and then pretend to be a cool guy in their Facebook profile. These are basically bastards and filth of the society. And if you've seen it properly, then the guy called Zef Lionheart also shared a video in which the mother and her kid was there. That Islam is great. These will make Islam great. And then the final thing which I wanted to show is the guy called Shiladitya Ray, who said that Katwa is a place called is in my home state. He has also given the Google map, Katwa, West Bengal. This is it. So this is the thing for which there were two guys who constantly abused his mother and sister, calling them whores and sluts. So this is the face. This is basically the face of moderate Muslims. I'm not telling that Muslims are bad or something, but yes, there are a lot of people who seem to be who try to portray themselves as being liberal and moderate in Facebook, but are actually bastards and contain the the ideology of 7th century AD. Thank you. That's it.